Yo, what's up, guys? It's your boy Blam. Guess what, guys? We have the updated version of the tier list for anime adventures. All right, there has been a ton of new units dropping, guys. Oh my goodness gracious, there's a lot more than I thought there was on release. A lot of you guys have been asking me to rank all the units now that they have all pretty much been dropped. I don't think we're waiting on anybody else right now. So yeah, let's go hop right in the tier list. Before we do, make sure you start code Blam, and here are today's shout outs, guys. Big shouts to Aiden Khan, Rodell, Chimney Boy, and Robloxer. Got a lot of boys up here, I guess. All right, here we go, guys. Let's go to the S+ tier. All right, guys, so these are, in my opinion, the best units in the game. Let me know if your opinions differ, guys. I'll explain each and one of these placings. All right, Dio, and these are mainly for Infinite, guys. For story mode, it's pretty much the same, except Broly's ranked a little bit lower for story mode, but he's still very good. Now, also, guys, these mythics have evolutions, all right? And so I'm ranking them assuming you evolve them. All right, it may change if they're not evolved. If you guys are wondering how in the world do you evolve the units, you have to come all the way over here past the summon, over here to past the leaderboards into this evolve station. Now, you know it takes forever to climb around this map, but if you go over here to the evolve station, one, you can do traits. This is where you star remnants with Whis, all right? So you put your star remnant here, and then you pick a unit. Oh, there's trade chances now. Let's go. I didn't know that. Oh, dang. That's actually really cool. Wow. All right. Also, you guys can get evolution stuff for here. You can evolve like Broly. You can evolve whoever this is. You can evolve Madara, etc. So make sure you guys go do that. Yes, sir. Alrighty, boys. So let's go talk about the placements. Now that you guys know how to evolve your units. Now, not all mythicals evolve, but a good bit of them do. So here we go, guys. Dio is time stop, and he's also a very good damaging unit with a small AoE circle. Definitely is able to smash story mode. Broly, he turns into a full AoE beast with a pretty high SPA. However, he is busted for infinite mode because of his large range and very high damage. All right, now this guy right here is cracked out. He's underrated in a lot of other tier lists. This guy can do over 7,000 damage with like an 8 SPA, and he knocks back the enemies. That's basically like a mini time stop. So basically, he's just a cracked out version of Dio. He's freaking insane, man. Dang, dude, you guys got it. I think this guy at low-key might be the best unit in the game. Like, low-key at level 57,000 damage. What the heck? With 8 SPA and a large AoE circle? Come on. This guy is cracked out. Oh, my goodness gracious. Erwin, guys, he got that 25% or something damage buff. Pretty good. Also, he is a summoner who's actually pretty good at killing bosses, regens, etc. He's honestly underrated as a damage unit. All right, here we go, guys. We got the 2 money units. Now, technically, Bulma is better for infinite mode. However, Speedwagon is only slightly worse. So it doesn't, and plus it doesn't really matter for infinite mode. There's so many waves. You can't go wrong with either one. And again, I would probably maybe save your gems and get Speedwagon unless they buff Bulma a little bit. All right, but for story mode, you got to go with Speedwagon. If you're using Bulma, you're actually getting less money. So story mode, Speedwagon's better. Infinite mode, I'd probably go with Speedwagon as well, just because you don't want to waste your gems. All right, let's go move on to the S tier. Here we have some other mythical units. All right, so these units are good for story. Madara is actually a decent unit as well. Unfortunately, guys, the burn effect in this game sucks. So this is why Madara is ranked so low. Madara just does not have the actually has decent damage, etc. So it's a decent unit. If you get Madara, don't be mad. It's still a very good unit for infinite mode. Just make sure you try to evolve it. All right, so you get the divine eyes from the evolution shop right here. These ones right here, and make sure you guys evolve your Madaras. All right, that's going to really increase the damage. This one right here, you have to get, I believe, 1 or 2 divine eyes. All right, I'm able to get them pretty much, but I didn't pull a Madara yet. Maybe I'll go yeet some Robux on this game. I don't know. We'll see. All right, so who else do we have in the tiers? All right, we got Diabolo. Diabolo has a time stop ability. So if you're running squads on Infinite, I recommend at least one person has Diabolo. Now, Diabolo's ability has a global cooldown. So yes, sir, it's going to be a little bit weird. All right. Okay. Also, this one's good for story mode, but honestly, guys, story mode is pretty easy. So maybe you want to get somebody else. So I don't know how much I can recommend this mythic. I'd probably say go for All Might first, because All Might's damage is also very high. And the problem with Diabolo is, for some reason, the devs did not give Diabolo any AoE. So because of that, Diabolo's ranked only in the S tier, not the S+. All right, next up, we got Pain. Now, Pain is a decent unit. However, Pain is pretty much a budget All Might. So if you can't get an All Might, maybe your team wants to bring a Pain, because Pain also has that knockback effect. Very good units, guys, in the S tier. However, considering how hard it is to get mythicals, I'd stick with getting the S plus tier first. Now again, these S plus tier, they're not ranked in order. I'd probably rank yeah, they're not really ranked in order, but except Dio. Dio's the best. Get Dio. But other than that, you just get them in any order. All right. Next up, we have the A tier. Now the A tier has a lot of good units as well. The problem is Rengoku's damage just is not very high compared to Broly, compared to All Might. So unfortunately, they did this guy dirty. Now this guy is decent for infinite mode, but I think Broly is slightly has the edge. I don't really recommend getting, I think this is Mythical Aaron or something. I don't remember, but he's decent. No, yeah, maybe no, this is Armin. Yeah, this is Armin. What am I saying? This is Armin. Oh my gosh. He's decent, but again, I recommend getting the other mythics first, because these guys, they just don't compete with Broly, etc. So don't go those. Giorno is a decent unit. Circle AoE, good range. Overall, a great unit, guys. However, I don't recommend getting it compared to the other units above it, especially Dio. All right, now this guy has a really nice long cone AoE, decent for like thinning out the hordes, but it's not better than the mythicals, obviously. I believe Rengoku is slightly better as well than this guy. So if you have Rengoku already, don't get Blue Goku. Now Blue Goku will be evolving into MUI Goku very soon. They actually removed the evolution earlier. I don't know why. But yeah, so once he's able to evolve, he's probably going to be meta, but it may just be a broken little glitch, and we might not be able to evolve him into MUI Goku. Instead, we might actually have to get MUI Goku from the banner. All right, Itachi is a decent unit. I haven't really played with him a whole lot, so I can't really say much, but apparently he's okay. Here's here. All right, this guy's apparently not very good, but he's all right. I haven't not played with him yet. I don't even know if he's dropped in the banner, but I haven't checked him out. If you guys think he's good, let me know, but we haven't really played with him a lot, so I can't really comment on him that much. There you go, guys. There's the A tier. All right, moving right along, we got the B tier. Now, the B tier has some legendaries in it, all right? This guy's damage is just very low. I just can't recommend it. He has a faster SBA, though, than Goku, so he's overall not too bad. But I just say get Blue Goku over him. All right, next up, we got this guy here. This guy, he's okay for infinite mode. But the problem with him is he's trash until the later upgrades. Like, Erwin actually does more damage than him with his summonable enemies. So he's literally like obsolete until his later upgrades, and even then, I still think Erwin might have the edge, especially with his buff ability. So he's all right, guys, but I don't know if I would waste my gems on him. All right, this guy is a budget time stop unit if you can't get Dio. He's overall does good damage as well. So if you're a new player and you're looking for an epic to get, I recommend getting this guy first. He's gonna really help you out on the early store modes. All right, this guy is okay. Unfortunately, guys, Burn in this game sucks. If Burn was good in this game, he'd be OP. But because Burn sucks, he's trash. So I don't really recommend getting him. Now, Sakura is the budget buff unit. He buffs about 10%. So she's not terrible. All right, next up, we have Kilowatt. Now, I haven't actually played with Kilowatt. I'm not even sure Kilowatt has dropped yet. So if you guys, but apparently I've talked to my friends, and they said he's B tier. All right, now Sanji. I see a lot of pro players starting with Sanji because he's so cheap at 250, and he does a lot of damage. So if you're looking for a starter unit, hey, this guy is pretty good. He is single target, though, but he attacks fast and does high damage. So really recommended getting this guy, especially if you can level him high, a little bit higher. All right, next up, we got the C tier. Zenitsu is decent, honestly. He's a single target, so good for the start. And then he turns into a AoE beast. This guy is just a high damage barrage unit, so good against shielded enemies, etc. I really recommend him. He's one of the units I used to beat story mode the first time. All right, this guy is a good air AoE. This guy has long AoE, but very low damage. And fast AoE too, so he's decent, but he's really good for shielded enemies challenges. All right, Ichi's decent, but they nerfed him hard. Frieza has very long range, but his damage is low. I think only like 100 damage. All right, so that's why a lot of the epics are lower. They just don't have the damage. All right, Overhaul is pretty good for starting out. Todoroki, I don't think Todoroki has a freeze effect. So that kind of sucks. All right, and then these guys, I have not actually seen them yet, so I'm not sure if they're in the game. You guys let me know what their stats are in the comments down below. All right, Josuke, and we got Nezuko as well up there to round that out. All right, then we got, I believe this is the final tier. All right, these are just the units that just skip them. They're pretty much just the rares and a couple epics that I don't really like. Piccolo's okay, but he just has such a long cooldown. Yeah, so don't really bother with these guys. They're all right if you're starting out, I guess. But for infinite mode, you guys could do a lot better. All right, so there you go, guys. There is the tier list. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know if you guys would have anything you want to change. And if you guys want to shout out, let me know down below. And I'll catch you on the next one, guys. It's your boy Blam signing out. Peace.